Welcome to the Daily Dish with Leanne Ely. This is a show about you, your life, and the vibrancy you want. Join us for daily motivation, wise women's tips, and more as we collectively gather together and move the needle in our lives, heart, mind, body, and soul. Now, here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
We're in the house and you're here too. Francesca, delightful to have you here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on a thirsty Thursday. And everybody else who's coming in the door, we're glad you're here. Of course, the dream team is here. You've got Jenny, you've got Lindsay, you've got Amber. We're all here and we're all on it. I'm glad you're here. Tracy, Alice, Martha, lovely to have you. So glad you're here. How many times have I said that today so far? Count them. Jackie's in the house. So's Darla. So's Catherine. And you know what that means? The party will be getting started. We're also going to be going live on Instagram for you Instagram followers, and I will hit the button shortly and we'll be going live. So I'm just letting you know because we got it all handled. Speaking of social media, get on over to our TikTok. It's tiktok.com/savingdinner. That's how we get there. That's where you're going to find us doing all kinds of crazy stuff that we're not doing anywhere else. So you got to get over there. Vanessa, my girl Nancy, good to have you here. I'm so delighted to see you. Quote of the day, quote of the week, quote. I don't believe you have to be better than everyone else. I believe you have to be better than you ever thought you could be. And you know, to me, that is a challenge. Someone's just said to me, challenge, get on it. Be better than you ever thought you could be. It brings us to this place of pushing ourselves a little bit, you know? Nothing wrong with that. It's saying to everyone and to ourselves that we're worth that extra push. And you are. Diane, lovely to see you. Chris is here in her beautiful blooming desert. Did you bring it with you? What else do we have here? We've got out. Look at, there we go. I'm seeing hashtag Hot Milk 30. You know what that means? That means those who are involved with that are showing up. This is part of the whole thing, to become present in our lives and to understand that the mindset piece is way more than just a plan. Hot Milk 30 puts it all together for you. Check it out at savingdinner.com/30 THIRTY. There you'll find the webinar and you'll also get lots of information, be able to purchase the guide, the whole 9 yards. And you know why I'm telling you this? Because this is the needle mover, and it has been the needle mover for so many of our lovelies. I don't want you to miss out on this. When you see all of the success stories that we have in our Hot Milk Sprint group on Facebook, you're also going to see a lot of gals who have Hot Milk 30. They're waiting there because it's much, much more than just a plan. If it was just a plan, we'd all be rich and we'd all have six-pack abs, right? You've heard that quote. I've said that before for you. Look at, there you go, blooming in the desert, Chris. Lovely. I love that so much. Kathy's here. So's Jocelyn and Joanne. That makes me happy. You know, got to have my girls. Guess what else we have for you today? We have our supplement of the week. It is Crave Crusher. And look at that light. Hard to get around that. Go to savingdinner.com/show to get all the information. But basically, it's a buy 3, get 1 free. If you buy your supplements like this, you are going to save a boatload of money over the course of a year. And you'll never run out. This is how we roll. Lucy, Ann, I'm so happy you're here. I really am. And Doris. There's my girl, Doris. I haven't seen you. How's it looking in Texas right now? I am drinking, by the way, the hot milk. You know, we were talking about the hot milk mix. That's what I have. This is the hot milk mix. This is what it looks like. I'm even going to show you what it looks like inside of the jar. Look, that's it. You see? A big scoop of that. Now I put it in my water bottle and I put a little wire thing in there. And today, do you see all the little thingies in there? I threw some chia in there. Yay! Chia seeds. So I've got chia seeds in there. I have hot melt mix, obviously, and just a touch of L-glutamine. And this is just a little extra fiber, a little extra all the things. Gracie's here too. Hey, Gracie, I'm happy you're here. Really. Yeah. Glenda, hello. Good morning from Florida. She's in Florida, just a little south of me. Glad you're here. Thanks for showing up. All right. So Q&A is tomorrow. And guess what? Ding, ding, ding. Time's up. Get your questions in right this minute. You can do this. Go to your email, pop up a compose email and put support@savingdinner.com. That's the email address. And in that subject line, question for Leanne on Friday or questions. We oftentimes get more than one. I will answer them, but not if you send it in at 6:00 tonight. No, no, no. We have, we have our boundaries. Also, your text messages. If you get text messages from folks, if you got ours, did everybody get theirs this morning? I hope so, because we just had so much fun with that. And I cannot get that Lionel Richie song out of my head. Thank you, Amber. Go ahead and take, I'm just telling you, it's just really fun. You are going to love our text messages. Not only are they fun, not only are they pretty, but there's always some kind of a little code that you're going to get some kind of a great deal. And you're also going to get something usually for free. So anyway, that's what we did today. Yes, you saw it. You saw it, Vanessa. Wasn't it so cute? You got today's too. Joanne got it. So all you have to do to get there is text the word join to 855-960-3720 to get added to our list. And then we'll text you back and you need to reply yes. Yes and join are all in capitals. Yeah, I know, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about, Catherine. Hi, Angie. So good to have you here. That is it, except for what's happening on Saturday, everybody. What happens on Saturday? I'll tell you exactly what happens on Saturday. Full bloom. Full bloom. Who's coming? Listen, I'll tell you, I can't even tell you how excited I am about it, how lit up I am about it. All the swag bag stuff came today. It's all going out. Lord have mercy. It's just going to light you up. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be one of those opportunities where you get recharged, refreshed, and you get ready to go out there and hit life's path with a new sparkle, because it's all about making magic. Go to savingdinner.com/bloom to grab your seat right now. That's an order. And yeah, go ahead and sign up today. I don't know what happened. Maybe something, you never know what's happening. The other thing that I have to tell you is our clearance sales going on right now. Sale. Go to savingdinner.com/sale. And guess what's there? We have our quote decks there. We have some mindful mugs and the very last of our Take Back Your Life journals. And you're probably thinking, well, why would you do that? Well, I'm going to tell you. Our Take Back Your Life journals, the whole thing behind them, we've made them better. Can you believe we could do that? Well, we could with your help. We did this whole survey and you had some ideas and we listened. So thank you for that. And that's what that's all about. So I'm going to, be taking care of that. We are also going to go right now. Oh, I don't want to see my boobs. Sorry. I don't want to talk about that. There we go. We're going to be going live here. I've got Instagram sitting right here. Don't you wish you could see it? It's kind of weird. But there it is. Instagram for the win. So we're going to go live on Instagram too. So I'm going to be looking at both cameras. Are you cool with that? I think you are. Yes, you're watching for the swag bag. Well, Nancy, don't watch till next week because it won't be. We waited to the last minute to order them so that we don't over order, because that's what we all oftentimes do. And we want to make sure that we're being, conservative with our orders. So cheers to that. Ooh. All right. What do you say we hit it? Let's talk about this pain. And Instagram is getting live right now. Welcome, Instagram. We are talking about pain today on the Daily Dish, and y'all are there. Y'all are with me. So let's get going with this. It's Thirsty Thursday, and we are going to be looking at pain in another way. We've been looking at how pain, the Jim Rohn quote, how pain is oftentimes either you get the pain of discipline or the pain of regret, that you cannot avoid pain. That was an eye-opening quote for me that I have taken with me for a long, long time and have used to my own advantage because it helped me to stop trying to avoid pain at all costs. Because when we are trying to avoid pain, we can't get into the lesson of what it's trying to teach us because pain is a teacher. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Yes, you can't hear anything? Vanessa's saying she can't hear anything. I don't know what to say. There's probably something here, right here, that will help you to make that happen. So my microphone is on. That's all I can tell you. You can't hear it. Turn it up, I guess. Tell me as if everybody on, that bothers me. I hate that. I hate tech stuff that doesn't work. So someone's got to take a look at that. If you can look at that, Amber, if you can go take a peek, see at that. Sound is working fine, she says. It's on your end, Vanessa. I'm going to guess that you have it muted. Take a look like on the bottom of the screen on the right. They have a little, they have the microphone thing or whatever, or the speaker with a slash through it. Press that. Because oftentimes that's how that works. Anyway, so let's go through this whole subject matter. I happen to think this is one of the most, okay, it worked. There we are. This is one of the things this is one of the needle movers for you when you understand pain as a teacher. Again, regret is a pain. So is discipline a pain. You have to choose between the two pains. You can't opt out. Okay. So now that we've established that, let's walk into the next part of this, which is, and you've seen this, anybody seen this and I know you have, on a gym wall. This was on my gym wall, the gym that I went to forever. No pain, no gain. And I always hated that because I don't think that exercise necessarily should be painful. It might be uncomfortable, but if we're going to pain, if we're going to the place of pain, well, oftentimes we're going to come back with some kind of an injury or overdoing it. So let's keep that in mind. But let's use no pain, no gain for what it is that we're trying to accomplish in our lives. And let's see how it works. Okay? Because this is important. So and I will just say too, and tell me if this isn't true for you. The avoidance tactics that we have for pain, for me, was procrastination, big time procrastination, denial of even the fact that you had to do anything or that pain even existed. The workarounds and trying to skirt the whole issue, looking for shortcuts, magic pills, anyone to lose weight, right? Been there, done that. And hacks. Oh my gosh, hack this, hack that. And you know what? Let's just go with the whole thing here. You can't avoid it. So here is pain, and it's showing up in your life. It's capital P, pain. And so as you start to go through this whole idea of coveted change, there's a change you want to make because this change is going to change the trajectory of your life. It's going to make things better. It's going to make it that much more feasible for you to have this outcome or get this goal happening. And so we know that this is something that has to be put in place if we are to be successful. We get that. And our brain gets that as well, but it doesn't stop us from trying to avoid it. So, and how many of you have ever said this? I have. Oh, I just don't do pain, right? I don't. Well, guess what? You do pain because if we look at pain and if we stop trying to avoid it, and if we understand the regret discipline thing that we just talked about, then we can see pain as a teacher. And that's critical. When we pay attention to pain, we're quite often paying attention to solutions to problems. And that right there is the door opening. That is the little hinge opening that great big door, right? Because it is pointing the way to what it is that we want. Because we get stuck, we get, pushed back, we get scared of what the pain is, and we don't move. We get to first base and that's it. But if we are trying to solve a problem and we're trying to get to an answer, then we're going to have to embrace pain because pain is our teacher and it pushes us. And if we don't, but that's only if we don't avoid it. If we just look at it and say, okay, here it is, teach me. What do I need to learn? It alters our perspective. I mean, that's crucial Because our perspective now is not avoidance. Our perspective is, what do you have to teach me, pain? Pain is information. You know, we talk about food as being information. We talk about how our bodies are constantly in some kind of a chemical state of change. Well, same with pain. Pain is showing you something. It is teaching you something. If you do, like, for example, you're doing some kind of a deep knee squat or something like that, and your knees are in pain. You've just gotten a piece of information that's telling you, do things a little bit different, because that pain isn't going to help you. It's going to cause more pain, and you don't need that kind of, you don't need that kind of thing in your life. So that's one thing with physical pain. But the pain of discipline, of showing up for yourself and saying, oh, I just don't want to do it, and then following through, is showing you, yes, you do have the ability, and yes, you can do anything that you set your mind to. Yeah, there's a little bit of pain there, but so who cares? So I've got some examples here of leaning into this pain a little bit and having pain be the teacher. So I want to share with you. When somebody says something that you don't like, look at that, because usually that also involves hurt, right? When they say something you don't like, look at that and say, is there something here that I need to grasp? Is there a message? Even if the messenger wasn't the kindest, sometimes there's something there to pull out and extrapolate the lesson. And number two, when your feelings get hurt, are you sensitive, or are you overly sensitive to something? Or again, grain of truth. Is there something there that you need to know? Or is it something that you need to do? For example, oftentimes we lose our voice when we're confronted, don't we? And we're scared to speak up and to say anything. But maybe what it is when your feelings get hurt is you say, that hurt my feelings. And I understand that you're trying to do X, Y, and Z, but in that moment when you're, trying to explain something to me, it kind of ran over me. And I want to just explain that to you, just to make sure, and it doesn't, come in as a wedge in our friendship. That's daring. And I will tell you that quite often it does not happen in order to keep the peace. And there's no peace to be kept, because we're still going to be mulling that inside. We're still going to be having that whole thing happen, and it's going to make us really sad. What's the point there when you lose your voice because it's too painful to confront? And when you're working out, of course, your muscles are going to tell you, hey, I'm working. I just did, today was upper body. I did chest and back and my arms. And can I just tell you, they hurt. And they're done for the day. And I know that there's little micro tears in there. And I know that I'm going to be stronger tomorrow as they heal. So that little bit of pain and that little bit of having to breathe through it is so worth it, because I'm building that muscle. And that's what our pain is telling us there. But here's the thing. This is what I think the differentiator is. And we've talked quite a bit about this before, and that's curiosity. If we're curious about our own pain, then we can get beyond the moment of that pain and wonder about it and take a look at it and allow it to become our teacher. Because pain shows us where our limits are every single time. And it gives us a contrasting vision for growth as well. Well, if this is going to hurt your feelings and you're not going to say anything about it, where's that all going to go? And how's that going to help? Are you going to hold a grudge? You see where I'm going with all of this? It takes things to a different level and a different level and a different level. And when we come back to this place of being curious about it, of understanding the contrasting vision for growth, then we allow pain to do its thing, So pain teaches us even when it brings us to our knees. And the whole thing about it is, are you ready for it? And this is the takeaway. We have to look for the lesson, always. Use the experience file, use this whole opportunity of taking this pain to the next level of being a teacher. And it just starts with curiosity, simple curiosity. What's this all about? And I will tell you right now, I know this with all of my heart, that when I have allowed myself to do this, instead of taking it personally, instead of getting all bunched up about it, instead of holding a grudge, instead of trying to avoid it, I've grown as a woman, as a friend, as a partner, in relationships, in business. it affects every little thing that we do. So I'm inviting you, even if pain brings you to your knees and you're willing and curious enough to look for the lesson, you'll find it every time. That's a guarantee. Peace be with you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Instagram, for joining me. I will see you again on Friday for Q&A. And all of y'all, I'm going to see you on, I hope on Saturday as well. Are you going to get ready for Saturday? I sure hope so. Don't forget about Saturday. Go to savingdinner.com/bloom. If you don't have your ticket now, let's do it. Peace be with you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Check back for new episodes. If you missed the live show, you can always watch the replay. You can find Saving Dinner on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Until next time, pinkies up.